I used to cry myself to sleep and know, but that was so long ago. He's changed my world. He healed me up. He built me up. He gave me more love than I ever need. He's all I've got. He's all I've got in this world. But he's all the man that I know. Woo! Yes! That was my bitch, you hear me? Mama, 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 mama. Let me tell y'all, I keep my nephew a couple of days through the week, and yes, he has gave me a call, so a bitch is fucking up Miss Robinson. So if my voice is not where it needs to be, it's probably because my spirit is not where it needs to be. Okay, let's get this video started. Let me start off by saying I love Whitney Houston. I am a very big fan. When I was younger, I sang and I would win all type of contests singing her little songs or whatever. And I always told myself if I ever got famous, I would never sing with a couple of people, Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey, because them hoes will be there and you be like thinking you cutting up, doing all good, sounding cute or whatever. And the next thing you know, them hoes hit that damn high note and you like, ah, did that bitch just scream past me? Yeah, she made me look stupid, so I'm not gonna do that no more. So whatever I say in this video, don't think that I'm saying this to be spiteful, disrespectful, or evil. I'm just spitting facts, and you all are just ready for this. Okay, so as you know, Whitney Houston is dead. She's not even 50 years old, okay? I was on the phone with my mom. Well, first, let me tell you, it's because of you all following me on Twitter and Facebook. I got all these messages about Whitney Houston had died. So I was like, let me check and see if this is the business. Because, a lot of people play dead, they'll come up missing. You be like, ooh, they were dead and they bust up. They was at the club. In her case, at the club getting high. And then you like, this bitch just pulled another swoop. Well, let me tell you. I started looking around. I did my research and found out this bitch is really dead. I'm torn. I really am just emotional, but I'm drained because I've just been sick. Ugh, keeping people's kids, but whatever. Woo. But don't spread no rumors about me, honey. It's a cold. It is only a cold. And it's a cold that came from a child. Ain't no other stuff going on with me. A bitch like me is A-OK. Anyway. So I told my mama, and my mama was like, yeah, I heard that she had died. She said that she had heard that she was on a TV show the night before and blood started running down her leg. What the fuck? Blood? And I'm thinking to myself, I know she ain't got no dick that just done fucked her up like that because we know Bobby ain't doing it like that. But my whole thing is I am not surprised. Am I upset? A little. But I'm not surprised. Honestly, I thought she would have done it a long time ago, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Whitney has always been getting high. You know, everyone's self-love is not always there. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that her self-love was just down and has been gone for a long time. I believe, drugs truly made her happy. I got her last two CDs, and they were good, but they was not I Want to Dance with Somebody with Me. They were not The Greatest of Love with me. They were not I Will Always Love You with me. Honey, they was not even, what was that one when she was on the motorcycle? Let's just say I Want to Dance with Somebody. No, ma'am. They were none of those videos. So Whitney, even if she wanted to, could never outdo herself from the past because that bitch in the past was banging. And Whitney does drugs. So I know a lot of people are like, well, she stopped doing drugs. So, the type of drugs that she admitted to doing, I know y'all hosts was watching the same show I was watching. The drugs that she admitted to doing, them type of drugs usually have a long-term effect on you. So if she was to stop and if she wasn't just taking completely good care of her body, her lungs could be messed up, her kidneys could be messed up. In this case, the pussy muscles. I don't know, because like I said, I don't know the whole scoop. but I believe they'll try to cover it up. And you know, a lot of times, I just read some stuff a minute ago. A lot of times they say, well, you know, she was depressed. I'd be depressed too. Her and her daughter need to be depressed. Could you imagine being surrounded by a whole bunch of people that you think are your friends, but they're really not your friend at all? I mean, hell, I gotta block off people that's trying to be phony and say they love me all the time, but I couldn't imagine millions and people that you pay to be in your face. Yeah, go ahead. You can just get high a little bit today. It'll be okay. Or they see you getting high, but they don't want to tell nobody because, you know, they scared they're going to lose their job because they more concerned about their money. My whole thing is if the bitch is dead, you ain't got nowhere to work anyway. So it's like you might as well scoop it on up and get, if you really care, and, you know, say something. And it's not like it's a secret that she's been getting high. I mean, her daughter did a YouTube video getting high. Bobby Brown's been getting high for years and drinking. They're alcoholics and drug addicts. I mean, they just have been. And then the people was like, well, ForrestaB, don't be mean. I'm not being mean. I'm stating facts. If you go look up these hoes' record, everybody has got drug and alcohol history. What you want to know? The only reason it just hasn't made it real serious for y'all, like for where everybody can understand, is because they are drug addicts and alcoholics with money. When you have some money, shit looks a little bit funny. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel with it. I feel they have some money. I'm gonna tell you, if you go back and look at Superhead video, you remember when Bobby Brown was on Superhead's couch, sleep and look all nasty and raggedy? That's how a broke drug addict or alcoholic supposed to look. If you go into your neighborhood, matter of fact, that's what they look like in New York's and Queens, in the alleys of Chicago on the west side, or in Atlanta off Peachtree, or in Memphis, or in Vegas. That's how they look. They supposed to look broke down and broke because they love to get high all the time. But when you got some cash, hell no. I'm telling you, when Whitney when she broke up with Bobby and she took all her money, Bobby ass code 10 man down. I'm going to tell you right now. These are rice cakes too. These hoes are fire. But, well, that was all. Oh. Was that chocolate chip? It's got chocolate chip in it. Don't ask me why I'm trying to get this body fired because I went out of town. The funny thing about this is, I mean, not funny. The odd thing about this is, I have a friend that I met off of Facebook. I mean, off of YouTube. He's one of my fans and friends of the year. His name is Matt Harris. Look him up on Facebook. You love him to death. He lives in Atlanta. He's actually going with me to Miami and to Vegas next month because he's got that. We were just sitting up having a conversation the other day about Whitney Houston coming back, and he was like, "Do you think she'll be able to come back?" And I was like, "You know, yeah, I think she can come back, but how many CDs is we gonna keep saying she coming back on?" I personally believe her soul is just lost. I mean, that's just it. I heard her sing, and I wasn't excited like I was when I went back and looked at the YouTube videos of the Starch Bagger Banger that she sung for the um what's the football? You know I don't like sports. Super Bowl. That was a bad bitch. She made everybody shut the fuck up. You hear me? And let me tell you, a lot of y'all are phony. Because at least the way I'm talking is how I've been talking. When Michael Jackson was alive, y'all called him rapist. Y'all talked so dirty about it. When he died, oh my God, Michael's gone and this and that. But his last few CDs wasn't selling because you hoes wasn't out buying the music. But when he dead, you want to sell all type, have your own opinion about stuff. Quit trying to follow folks. You thought he was raping little boys and stuff. You didn't want to support him. But when you find out he wasn't, and the person that said that he did it, they killed themselves and admitted that Michael didn't do it the first time. Do your research. But when he dead, you feel bad for him, his childhood, blah, blah, blah. That's some bullshit. It's the same with Whitney. Y'all talked about this bitch like she was a dog. Oh, she's a drug addict, she this and that. But she dead. Everybody's like, be nice. She's that, this, and that. Let's pray for her family. Her family knows she was on drugs. Half of them is on drugs. Dionne Warwick, honey, is from the 80s, and I was born in the late 80s, so I know. Dionne Warwick was known for smoking weed and stuff. Now, she never came out and told what other drugs she did. I'm pretty sure she did because, you know, if you bouncing around one minute and smoking weed and stuff, and then you're doing all this to your nose and stuff, ain't no allergies like that in the wintertime. And I'm just gonna say it. You know, I think Dionne was getting fucked up for a long time. The only reason she didn't come out about it is because her psychic friends told her what would happen if she did it. Hello. But um, with me, Bobby does them. Her daughter's singing how her mama lives. She doing them. Whitney been doing them for a long time. I mean, what do you want to say? I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm just telling you, you know, the truth.com. She was a drug addict. And even if she was to clean up, she still was gonna be a drug addict because you have to fight it. And like she said, crack is whack. But what other drugs was you doing? Talk about it. Me personally, I've never got high before, so I don't understand it as far as physically. But mentally, I do understand it. I have plenty of people in my family that get high on the daily. I mean, you have to go get them out the crack house and everything, and I see them all the time. I have an alcoholic in my family that's this close to me that I have no choice but to be this close to this person. So when I tell you that I understand it and I sympathize with them, you know, I really do. But it's no reason to be phony and act like, oh, she was this great, this and that. She was a great singer. But as far as her drug habit and stuff, it made her personality and stuff kind of funky. I'm not going to argue with how Whitney was because I liked Whitney. But I know Brandy's probably doing cartwheels right now because she loved her some Whitney. You know, I'm not. But if we were to talk about the truth is she was under 50. You know, she outlived her mother and her kids and everything. I mean, she died, and her mother and her kids and everything lived past her, and it's because of her drug addiction. Drugs fuck. See why I tell y'all drugs fucks a bitch up? Hold on, drugs fucks you up. That's why I don't be getting high because I already know I'm too damn silly and crazy to be sitting up here getting high to where I could kill somebody. It's just sad. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. Now, will I, you know, if it was Mariah or Beyonce, ow! Yes. That, no more videos. YouTube, I'm going to have to stop. I can't say shit else to nobody because I will have a breakdown. Because I don't see how that's going to happen. But for Whitney, she was one of my favorite singers. But I was already, it's sort of like being prepared for something. It's like knowing someone that has cancer and they're dying and the doctor tells you about it. I feel that way about Whitney. I feel like she's been sick for years. And I feel like it was just a matter of time because no one can help her. You can only be helped so many times. You can only have so many opportunities. My friend Matt was so excited about, he loved Whitney. I'm telling you, he bumped all the jams like he was born in the 80s. And, you know, we were talking about, and I said this earlier, but I didn't finish it. We were talking about Whitney the other day and stuff, and Matt had so much hope for her. So I know Matt is sick now. I tried to call him, his phone went straight to voicemail. So I know that bitch is just nervous and trembling, probably smoking cigarettes and everything. But you know what? It is what it is. You have to enjoy these artists and stuff when you have them, and respect them while they're here. Because when they're gone, you can't do nothing but just say, damn, they were even this or they were that. But I just think it's a lot of funny people out here that's not keeping it real with what's going on. This bitch did drugs. Am I the only motherfucker that's seen the Bobby and Whitney show? Because every time I seen that show, I knew she was high. Anytime you go from that's not normal. Crackheads do that. Not saying she's a crackhead. I know a lot of y'all are gonna have something to say, and I want you to comment and please repost and do all that stuff. But let's just be logic. Let's keep it real. She was always high, and it played a part in whatever happened to her. I don't care what they tell y'all on the news. She did it to herself, and maybe it's because, like I said, her self-esteem and stuff was down. But it's also her fault because she surrounded herself around a lot of people that had no good for her. She should have left Bobby Brown's ass alone. I'm not saying that Bobby got her started doing drugs, but he was already known for getting high and stuff. Why would you want to fuck with somebody that's known for doing drugs and stuff and you don't do them? And then y'all get together and y'all this big dumb group, big dumb love couple. I don't know. I'm just over the whole thing. I'm emotionally drained over it because I'm just shocked right now. But I seen the Bobby Whitney show, and if you don't know nothing about it, go back on YouTube and look it up because there's videos on there, and this bitch was hot. Now, I gotta say something. This is our subject. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yesterday, I was at Walmart and I seen this guy named Lorenzo that used to talk about me a lot in school. One day he told me in school, he said, if you change your ways, you might be able to get into our group. He has his own little circle. And I remember saying, I'm well known now. I'm popular by myself, and I don't even try to be because people know me for being myself. And he said, well, yeah, but, if you calm down, we might can hang out with you. And I told him, no, don't worry about it. Now, he's an undercover sissy. Then he act like people didn't know, but we knew. But the thing was, I thought about it. I was like, our school had 1,000 people graduate that year, and I was only in the ninth grade. He was a senior, and everyone knew me. But nobody liked his group and stuff because they said he was mean and sensational. So it's like, years later, we got into it, and I had to spray him with mace. Y'all know I'm a stun gun and mace bitch, honey. Just how I am. I'd rather do that than to punch you in your face nowadays. And I had to spray him with mace and pull him out the car. And he asked me, he's like, you remember when I was going to beat your ass and you sprayed with mace? I said, no. I remember spraying you with mace and putting your arm in the window and trying to pull you out the car. And you were driving off, and then I took off running. He laughs at it now. The young is, I'm glad that he's acknowledging that me being myself is still a positive thing. Just to let some of y'all know, you don't have to go get high and do drugs and stuff to be accepted. If no one is paying attention to you now, that's because they're not ready to enter your show. But as years go on, you'll be famous in your own way, in your own style, and people will naturally come to you that are meant to come to you. I don't surround myself with a lot of people, but a lot of people love me, and I love them for that. But it's not I'm trying to get away from people, this and that. It's just a natural reaction that I have with my mind and who I am as a person. It's just naturally I'm liable to be here one minute and be doing something else the next, that I don't have time to entertain a whole bunch of phony people that claim they like me, but they really just want to see what they can get off me or how far they can go being in my life. Mind you, to make story short, don't you know this bitch asked me for $5 in Walmart? He's like, he told me, that's how he said. He said, ForrestaB, honey, you are known on Facebook and YouTube. He said, baby, you are fine, this and that, blah, blah, blah. We walking in the Walmart, because I was already walking in there because I had to go in there and buy some stuff for the shop. And he was like, let me hold $5. And I told him I don't have no money because I don't keep money on me. But if I did have $5, I would be like, I'm not giving you no damn $5. You didn't even like me in school. Why would I give you $5? And you 4 years older than me. If you ain't got $5, you don't need it. Because I hate when people be like, let me borrow $5, $10. Okay, borrow means you gonna pay back with interest. That don't mean you take it and don't come back no more. Well, I'm gonna see you in another 9 or 10 years. Boy, stop. But anyway, I just wanted y'all to know that because it was just one of them things that was on my mind that was real tough. Other thing, I need y'all to follow and look up this guy on Twitter and Facebook. His name is Fab5 ATL. He throws the jams in Atlanta. Y'all tell him to call me because I believe he can help me get this reality show that I need in Atlanta. I was going to New York, but some things are looking crazy in New York. But I think that Atlanta's my place, and I don't want. I've talked to Fab5 a lot. He's like a real big promoter in Atlanta. I just don't want him to think that I'm playing, because I'm all about my business. I don't play games. I think it's time to introduce the world to something new, and I believe I'm there. So y'all hit him up on Twitter. His name is Fab5ATL, and let him know. Get back in touch with ForrestaB. We talked yesterday. I mean, he ain't just not talking to me, but he was busy, and I was on my way back to the shop, and I couldn't really talk long. But just let him know he's been mentioned, please. He can make ForrestaB go wide, I believe, anyway. I don't know him personally like that, but I've spoken with him a couple times and seen him twice, and he looked like he could keep it gangster, and That's what I need. So, wish me luck. Anyway, y'all know I could not be nothing if it wasn't for y'all. I know a lot of you are going to hate me or love me for these videos, but just know it's just my opinion. I'm just trying to bring reality when it's needed. New videos are coming soon. I got a real good one coming up. Please repost this video and let me know what you think, because I mean, honestly, Whitney did it. I'm just saying. I done finna take me some of this Robitussin. Oh shit. I know I look crazy, but you should be used to it when I'm in my own comfort zone. Anyway, self-love always. Y'all need to talk, hit me up on YouTube or Twitter. Y'all know that I rarely can get to them YouTubes and answer. I do read all them comments when I have time. So I really appreciate that. My last fan that said they love how I talk about every situation in the cities and stuff that I go to. You're the best. I love y'all to death. Don't ever think that I don't. A lot of people say they haven't seen any new videos of me. There's a lot of videos on there. You just have to research into the newest videos because it's showing. I don't know how they got it in order, but just know that I'm trying to be more than just a person that makes you laugh or make you cry or make you think. I'm trying to be something that can be labeled as a positive image and, you know, a self-esteem provider. If we don't have ourselves, we ain't gonna be able to teach nobody else. That's all I got with it. So, love you much. Toodles. I love me some Whitney, but she killed her damn self. I'm over it. Toodles.